You live now? How are you, Shari? There we go. Got it all set up. Put this here. It's a beautiful pose. So I think y'all can probably relate to this. One of the things that I do is I tend to not start on something until I have everything perfect. And so I just said to myself, I'm going to do something. And so I just, because this pose, like, I like this pose. And I might do a charcoal drawing of it, in fact. I kind of want to lift this up some. There we go. I do want to do a charcoal. Bring this back. I do want to do a charcoal. So, we'll see what I do. We'll see. Doing great, Shari Mia. Thank you. Hey, Shari, I have a question. So in DaVinci Resolve, all right, I ended up ordering the Pro version of it, the studio version, because it's not something you rent, you buy. And I want to support companies like that, and I think it's probably worth it for what I do, because I use it so much. But this is weird. So, like you can film, I for the, excuse me, might need to sneeze. For the drawing class, I'll have my phone, I'll record, like everything on my phone, but then I'll use this camera for the drawing because that's better quality. So then I just splice it together. Obviously, I was using Adobe Premiere before, so the codecs is for those videos work. And then I have my laptop computer at home, which I would edit on, and I use DaVinci Resolve for it. I actually exported from Adobe Premiere to DaVinci Resolve my file for the drawing class critiques, and everything worked. Everything worked. I did the same thing over, I went to my apartment computer, which is a nice computer, had DaVinci Resolve, and this is a free version on both computers. And at my apartment, the iPhone videos weren't registering. Like, I exported the file over there, and it had obviously, like, how it has, like, in the timeline, all the files and stuff. It had the files, but they were all red, saying there was no media connected to it. So I tried to connect it. I went to connect it. It wouldn't show. I couldn't do anything. But it works on my computer, my laptop. What do you think that could be? It's weird. Shikari. It's AI. It's against all you stand for. Yeah. I mean, they do have to. Yeah, I know. This AI. I had. Look. It's AI. Either it wasn't connected for real, or that means the file folder for media has not been set, so it thinks it's offline. But even when I went to connect it, I went to the folder and the MOV files were not showing up. What I had to do was use that shutter codecs and convert all of them, and I just converted them to, I think it was HDN, or I forgot, DN HD, which is movie. What's up, Grasshopper? I played with Renee yesterday. We had a good time without you. Without you, you weren't there. I was looking for you. Either it wasn't connected. It does look realistic, which worries me. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, I'm going to try to figure this out, Shorimiya. Are you using iPhone videos for both? Yes. And on one computer it works, the other it doesn't work. And so it's not, I don't think it's and both versions were updated of DaVinci Resolve. And here's the thing, I forgot, well anyway, it's irrelevant information. I need to filter out some stuff I'm saying. I'm all over the place today. Yeah. We hit RR twice. It was just absolutely great. It was just wonderful. It was, yeah, it was offline, but like I said, I went to connect it, and you know how it opens the folder up? It says, okay, connect it. Those videos weren't appearing. And they were there, right? They were there, so anyway, I'm going to figure this out. But it was an issue. It was an issue. Fighting the guildies in. Do me a favor, QFX. Go to my character and click on that guild and see what comes up. It's by design, but I'll tell you this. I'll let you in on the secret. Someone said RRR has 800 new people. It's a mega guild. Did you try importing the ones that already worked on the PC that it wasn't working on? Did you try importing the ones that already worked on the PC that it wasn't? Yeah, I tried to. I tried to bring them over and it wouldn't work. I tried everything that I know of. I might do that. Might have gotten weird on the install. 9 members. QFX. That's right. 9 members. Read the names. It confuses everybody, rightfully so. It's by design. However, I did get in that guild for a little bit, but it was not good. Using a standard HDD or SSD. It was on the SSD on both. You plug in the hard drive, yeah. If it's a plug-in, it may not be reading from it. Okay, all right. I'll try to. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It was reading the files from this. Okay, it was reading the files from this, and when I opened it up in the folders, it was reading all the files. So all of them were appearing. Big Jumanji. Is that Big Jug? Oh, Big Jug McGee. I didn't even know that was in there. That's probably Zerks. QFX. Is that your name? Yeah, I think it was Zerks. Plug-in hard drives are more bitching, failed to load properly sometimes, so you were never in RR and the whole thing was just fake. I was in it briefly because Grasshopper, who's here, got me in. Which I was surprised. I didn't expect her to bring me in because I always just like messing with them. I didn't do anything when I was in there. I got in. It was funny. And then I think I got kicked out pretty quick because of some craziness that actually Grasshopper eventually took care of. She was on a quest, a mission, and she won in the end. It was actually quite spectacular. In the meantime, we at the same time we had made a guild to mess with them, and that was it. And so I just put this tune in there. Like I think it was already happening at the time. So anyway. It's kind of a long story, and I can explain it later, I guess, because it's the dumbest thing ever, and probably not the right place to explain. The pettiness is unreal. Anyway, yeah. So I was in there for a time, like very briefly, and then out. But then everybody thinks I'm in there because of this. So anyway, whenever I have problems with technology. I look up the question on Google and type Reddit behind it. The neckbeards have much knowledge. You know, that's actually going away, because you always have to type Reddit after things, because otherwise Google's falling off, man. But well, I was gonna say Grok. You could Grok it, and you get solid answers now from that. For the most part, it's not always right. AI is still off, but see, you don't like AI, so that's not gonna work for you. If your power settings are set wrong, your USBs will not give full power, and an underpowered drive won't read or write properly. Is the one that didn't work a laptop? The one that did work is the laptop. The one that doesn't work is a desktop. But you might be right about that, because what I did, I had several drives connected to it on my desktop, several. And so there was like, I had a multi USB socket, and two of the drives were going in there. I had another one connected up top. So there were a lot of drives, so that might be it. So I'll try connecting it to another drive and remove the other drives, because I don't really need them, and see if that does anything. I can do shave November. Your neck beard on the inside every day is a shave of November. You're on the Discord. I think I still am in the Discord, in fact. It's kind of strange. Banned somewhere again. Me? I did get kicked out of there. RR got scared. Hating AI is too mainstream. Fight. Bruce Smurf. Stop trying to make Grok it happen. I'm not, well, I don't know if I'm trying to make it happen. I'm just kind of watching things as it goes. I'm not, this is AI, I'm not like so into it. I don't know. Drive directly plugged in. Okay, so I'll plug it in directly and see if that works. How the heck can I open this while I'm around my family? Lati, did you open the same project file from the PC that worked? Yes. No. I imported it to both. Okay, I forgot that I had imported it. I had done this before on my laptop. The laptop works. I had done this before, and I forgot that I had done it because it was like a week or two ago. But so I re-imported the file and totally forgetting that I had already done it on my laptop. Then after I was done with all this, I was like, wait a second, didn't I already? I feel like I've done this before. And then I checked. I was like, I checked the laptop, realized that I had, and it was working there. So yeah, I know that that's a little confusing. My mind in this regard has been all over the place. All over the place. It's been horrible. It's been all over the place. Don't like it. No, there's the same operating system, Windows 11. Did file new project and then try it. I did file new project and then I imported it via the timeline as an HTML or whatever. Dumb. Plugging in directly, see if it's reading on Windows. Open DaVinci, try to import it. If that doesn't work, uninstall and reinstall. Rev uninstaller is a good option so you can remove the thing fully. I actually have that, yeah, and I agree, it does work. Not much left. That early 1900, or that of that early 1900, huh? What are you talking? Are we going to arena rating again? Just thought of this too. 11 is bullshit and uses OneDrive as the file location. I bet my ass it says that. File location, you think so? I don't really have it set for that, is the thing. Yeah, we did lose 50 rating. It was hard. But we always do. That's the key. It's like we always lose it and then we gain it back and then we surpass it. The key is not to give up. It's very hard, QFX. It's not like you remember, man. I keep on saying it, but you won't play. I'm telling you, like, the people we're playing are insane. They really are. They're top players. They are the top players. I had to go into the regedit and manually tell it not to use OneDrive. You don't set it. Microsoft made it standard. It fucks the programs up. Ask ChatGPT how to set the PC not to use OneDrive and follow it. Can code for shit, but it'll pull but it'll pull how terms of service. I don't see much surpassing. I mean, we got up to 1895, and then we got knocked back down to whatever we are. But we'll get back up. We'll get back up there. I'm not concerned. We've been in those positions so many times. So many times. insane on the rogue mage meta. No way I'm rolling war to get open on each game. Is anyone else slightly worried about but for chair? What did he do? Wait, what happened? Did something happen? What happened? I'm sure he's fine. What, like, there's not any drama, right? I'm sure he's fine. I feel like listening to this part of it. Are you back? Nah, you wanted another, he's fine. He seems pretty chill. I really like him. He has a unique way of saying everything, which I respect. There you go. Okay. Some minor fixes. This down. Over. Grant Whitman, boring philosopher. Are you drawing everything exactly as is, or are you changing any part of the pose anatomy? Right now I'm drawing it as it is. There was actually one pose that you posted, and it was like of this chick standing like one leg kind of back, like this. Falling over. She was like kind of doing this. It's really good. It's one of the standing figures. It might be the same model, I'm not sure. But anyway, what I noticed on that pose was possibly it was doing one of these things where it was like coming over too much. Like it looked like to me like the model was falling, which if she's walking like this, it would make sense because you're in movement, but standing in that position I don't think would work. So I was like if I do that pose, I'm gonna bring the standing leg over more so it's like standing just a little bit. Like that type of stuff I would fix. This, like up in the rib cage around here, I question, like this part looks a little bit chunky in there. I don't know. And that's one of the downsides with this stuff, because you notice when you press refine, it does, sometimes it makes it more anatomical, but other times it smooths it out too much. And there's things that are like, don't make sense in it to me. So, like, I think when looking at this, for example here, like this piece, there's a piece here and a piece dropping here. Seems a bit much to me. And then there's kind of a piece going across here. And that's the thing, it's like there's these subtle little anatomical things that, like the knee to me, for example, in here looks a little bit over modeled. And this one, this piece right here, that like dark piece looks a little bit too dark. But here's the thing, sometimes it kind of looks like that in nature, which is why this is AI. Right now, like real life is better. Because there's no question. It's like, all right, that's how it is. Actual real life, when you're staring at it, it's even better than the photographs. Photographs always switch things up just a little bit. Let that thing move up. If you create a guild on a different server, you can have it the exact same name. Yes, that's how we did it. Shikari, drawing naked people has made me completely desensitized to nudity. I forget nudity isn't accepted everywhere like at people's work. It's kind of odd we wear clothing. Like, if you think about it, I think about stuff like that all the time. Bear Q 108, what's up? It's a nice subject. This is AI generated, so I don't need to worry about the models, backing out or whatever, saying they don't want the content there anymore. Clothing is a form of communication. Grasshopper becoming philosophical, Grasshopper. We're animals. It's unnatural. We're more than animals, man. Drunk AI model. What are we communicating with our clothing? Ooh, we're getting deep. That we're too stuck up to look at genitals. Too stuck up. I wouldn't. That's not the word that I would use. You know what's odd? That thing where men like a woman dressed in a t-shirt and pajama pants more than lingerie. Personality, social status, mood, wealth, cultures. That's. You are correct. Lati is back. Ooh, the Latinator. We're getting philosophical here. We're so marked. Okay, let's catch this up. I kind of don't know how well I'm drawing today, but matters not. It matters not. Huh. That's wrong. Men don't understand fashion. I can see that. But we can lie with the clothing and dress like we have status. We do not, because men's fashion sucks. The suit ruined our fashion forever. It's land. I like latte though. I keep on thinking lane line. Lying is also communication. That's true. Men looked so good in the 70s. Latte's eating shrimp. So we cover our junk in shiny rocks and signal that we have money. We don't. LOL, OMG, I don't even consider it that way. If I'm getting the sparkled panties at Victoria's Secret, it's because they're shiny. Oh yes, Sherry. I was looking for a nickname for you because your name is difficult. Fashion should be better. They gotta quit thinking conditioner makes them gay. Stupid thing. But it does make you gay. I've never even heard of that. Conditioner, I don't want to be gay. Condition your hair, it's so soft. I want to be gay. This is the dumbest thing ever. I've never heard of this. Is that why I'm good at fashion? Because I condition my hair? I really don't. I would. I only have shampoo, and so I just use shampoo. Wait a second. Land. I lost track of where we were. We're doing that last stream. Okay, there it is. The gay comment. But getting sparkly panties at Victoria's Secret is different from getting sparkly panties at Walmart. I don't know what this is. People either call me Sherry, or Kitten typically. What was your WoW character's name? Whose QFX? Probably you're asking Shudder me is Shauna Mac. Yeah, Shauna Max is Grasshopper. But that's a build quality thing, not a look. I'm better than you think. Sorry, let me just catch up, then I'll get back to this. It's hard time for you to write. I have to look at these. Swole bros don't look good in fancy outfits. How the chat is on YouTube. They need to learn from Twitch. But I was thinking of something funny like Juha just for the stream. We'll come up with something for Shirimiya. What fancy outfit do you have in mind? I think you know. Does it consist of something purple? That's something in mind when I chose the name Land, but I forgot what it was. It's not just for superiority. Some people dress to look less impressive than they are. And there could be various reasons for why they do that. I'm too hot. I'm tired of getting hit on. Time to make myself look ugly. It's gonna be hard. So much work. Osneil donates. I'm sure the ladies have. I've never dyed my hair. I only have shampoo, so I use shampoo every man. Yeah, I can see that. In BDSM, we signal with collars. Yeah, that is important. Outside of that, I don't view most clothing as communication as I should. It's like everyone in Sims wears stuff. Like in BDSM, how can we assume gender of the subject? AI is probably just they, them. I don't know. I never got that whole they, them stuff. I never really took the time to care enough to think about it. At home, I dress for comfort, and when I go out, I dress for confidence. Confidence, huh? Interesting. This is how I dress at home. Hmm. Lewis be like, at home I dress for comfort, and when I go out I dress for comfort. This is true. It's like George Costanza. It's like dressing in silk. Why not? I have pants, shoes, and a shirt. And it's the same shirt that I've been wearing for years. And this isn't even my Sunday attire. My Sunday attire, that is for comfort. That is a shirt that is so worn down. It's nice and soft and it has holes all in it. It's great. Great. It's great. Makes me happy. Great. Burn! The reason you use conditioner is that shampoo makes your hair's pH high. Conditioner should be acidic, and it will bring the hair back to lower pH that closes the cuticle. Cuticle? I just want to clean my hair. You know what keeps on going through my head when I read stuff like that? Too much information. My brain focuses on the important things in life, right? Get stuff done. We accomplish things. We create. We build with strength and honor and integrity. I don't worry about pH of the cuticle. When I go to the shower, I have better things to think about. Right? How better life, existence. As men, that's what we do. Big brained, noble creatures. George is getting upset. George is getting angry. Regulate your pH too. But like, yeah. Thankfully I have a lot of that. Regular oils. Your oils get washed away by the shampoo, which is why you still need conditioner. I like random medical information. How about Ursula? Is that her name, Ursula? That's easier for you than Sherry? Pretty funny, actually. Okay. Ursula. Ursula is a horrible name. Ew. Have oils galore. So actually this translates into oil painting brushes. Natural hair brushes behave the same as hair. If they open, they swell and hold onto paint. Did I just turn the music off? Yeah, I guess I did. Who wouldn't want to be a Disney villain? Who gets impaled by a ship? Is that how she died? I forgot. I loved her. She was an icon the way she put on the lipstick and shook her ass. Ursula. So you approve of the nickname Ursula for yourself for the benefit of cafe latte? This is... I'm being so stupid right now. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. I'm doing okay. Tried to bang the prince. What did I miss? telling Dizzy or the story. Story, blah, blah, blah. Wait, I'm not thick enough to be Ursula, but I love that energy. Didn't she transform to a human who was skinny? Ursula did? Tried to bang the prince? Ursula did? Did she have a name then? Or was it Ariel's stolen voice? Oh. Huh. Very intellectual chat as usual. Very intellectual as usual. What am I doing? pencils. Look who it is. It's Hal. Ah, yes. But for chairs back. Yes. No, I got banned from Twitch. Permanently banned from Twitch. For doing classical art. How many pencils do you have ready to go for drawing just one right now? Probably more over there. They're all over the place. So artist C has only brought one pencil. Where is the mean woman? Is there a specific way to sharpen pencils, or is it just peeling off wood and sanding the lead down to a sharpened point? Yeah, that's it. That's it right here. Mine needs to be sharpened. I think she doesn't represent the Cherry character very well. Lewis sharpens his pencils by gnawing at them with giant teeth. Love how I knew that right away. It shows my intellect. Never saw the movie. I only know the animated version. Huge brain. Bro is pursing his lips like Jennifer Coolidge. I'm not pursing my lips, am I? Be one with the needed eraser. Taste the powerful. Deserved. Hal, where have you been, you beast of a woman? You beast. You ghastly creature. Where have you been? Where have you been, you ghastly creature? Fighting depression. I'd be depressed too if I couldn't freaking look at the sun. You won? Good job. So you're back now? Good. Pleased. Your master is pleased. Master is pleased, Hal. Yeah, good. It's good to be driven by rage. Death can't catch these hands. Bro looked at the sun so much, now he's wearing glasses. Bro looked at the sun. Look, I do this to make myself not as attractive because I'm tired of getting hounded by women, so I just wear the glasses. And it works. It's great. Okay? Back off, idiots. Okay. That's some really good shading. I might have just tattooed myself. It's finally summer, OMG! Good. Good. It is summer. Finally. Clean it up. Clean it up. QFX. Shut up. I don't talk like that, Lewis. I forgot how I impersonate you. People, he's shopping like the zombie apocalypse has begun. Really, shopping. Women be shopping. So what's with this Aladdin music? I don't know. Do you guys try to avoid Chinese products in other countries? What are your thoughts doing there, Lewis? Explain yourself. Oh, this? Talking about explain the face. It says hair music. Sure. Okay, I'll explain what I'm doing. So, I'm doing a combination of the like drawing with straight lines. I'm just trying to see the whole shape right here. Draw with straight lines, but I'm also using some shadow shape and impression to get this. So essentially what I did, I dropped this shoulder down some, and then I brought this in to accentuate the gesture because I had lost it, brought that hip out just a little bit. And there's certain tweaks that I can put in here. This is more of a study. Like there's, for example, this piece right here coming to here, more of an angle. This, once I define it, and I'll go ahead and do that, like just put a little bit of definition there. And then I'm going to accentuate this rib because, see, this piece is too straight. So like doing small things like this, one like that, are going to really help bring the gesture out. But also, like, I need to make sure I don't go too far, you know, like with pushing the anatomy or something in the wrong direction. So I'm just essentially right now trying to get the proportions right. Like this piece right here down to there, I need to make sure this is correct. This is a little bit wide, and I think it comes in probably on the side. This piece right, so this is the hairline right here. And so let's go ahead, I'll just put the neck in. So here, and then the neck should be about this wide there. And that'll help us to see, even though it's not there, it's being covered up by the hair. And then I'm going to look at, I'm trying to see the anatomy here because the neck's coming in, but it really should be popping out like that. And this piece might come in a little bit. Like I said, this might be a little bit wide. So I need to make sure that the pit of the neck here is corresponding with this. This point seems a little bit too long. This actually might come over that way just a little bit. This might come in some, maybe. So I just need to check that out. But yeah, I'm kind of just going around trying to get the, I need to put the head in. I really have to put the head in. So from here, I'm just going to squint down. I'm going to try to get where the cheekbone is, which I think is about, it comes out some, just a little bit, but not that far. Probably something like that. And then there's this piece, it's like, that's where the eyes are. It kind of comes in just a little bit there. And then the forehead, the top of the forehead, to get the hairline, the line, right, something like that. It's underneath, right? Shadow underneath the chin. I'm bring this down just a little bit. I can always bring it back up. I might have brought it down too far just now. I don't need to start getting detailed. I'm just trying to place the head. And then from here, let's just go with the strand of hair. Establish the neck, something like that. It's coming up. And then if this is here, then this is going to be kind of coming up like that. 1, 2. Let's just block the hair in really quick. I just need to have something going with this. And then there's a line coming this way, like that. This actually comes out just a little bit, like that. And then this is going to be dropping down. Yeah, I think the shoulder, like the head, is too far over that way, or the shoulder's too far out that way. So I'm gonna have to. I'll fix it. Which I thought it might be. Might not be. I need to line everything up. Excuse me. It could be that the head just comes over some. But let me clean this up just a little bit. I actually do think the head goes over that way, but we have it blocked in, right? Oops. We have it blocked in, so I just need, it's a simple shift. But we just clean this up. Clean it, clean it, clean it. Just a simple shift. And I'm going to clean the neck up too. Pit of the neck is about right there. Okay. So, yeah, I am kind of just working all around this. Just trying. So, again, I might do a charcoal study of this, which would be quite nice. And then this actually drops. This drops. And this would drop. So, but for chair, I'm trying to, obviously I'm trying to get the anatomy, but I'm trying to keep it simple and go about it essentially how we go about the bar drawings with this stuff, because like I can start shading it and, you know, putting those nice accents that look pretty on it, darkening it, but we need to make sure that the proportions are all working and that I'm understanding three-dimensionally what's happening with this. All right. Mulan's your favorite. Tinkerbell 2 tries to kill the girl that likes Peter. Peter Pan is a metaphor for narcissism in a relationship with someone with NPD. Narcissistic personality disorder. My little sister likes Tarzan better than Peter Pan. Looking at your portrait, a piece and skin tone mixing a piece. Just a kid. Should we? Peter Pan, I liked. Hook, I liked that too. I think Peter fed the pirates the croc earlier. But Hook made me sad. Jamie, what's up? It's Hammy. Rib cage is too narrow. Yeah, you're right. It is. And it looks like she's kind of leaning to the side, like back like that. Yep, you're right. You are correct. You are correct. It does, it kind of fills out just a little bit here on that end. You can do that. A little bit comes out just a little bit, something like that. And then this other side, this is incorrect, how I did it. It kind of swoops up a little bit more. Comes in. Whoops. Something like that. Almost. Okay. All right, but for sure, at this point, I'm going to go through and do some light shading, all of which can be corrected still. All of it can. But I'm going to start incorporating both line drawing and shadows into this to get the impression and to bring the form out at the same time, while keeping it in a corrective or a stage where it can be very easily corrected just with a swipe of an eraser. All right, that is the key of what we're doing. It's the key, and let's finish the foot before I do that. So this piece. All right, but for chair, I am going from this point here, and then there's this piece that kind of comes over into the kneecap, and then I have my point up here, but this, if I shoot this over, that means this point should drop some, so I'm going to drop this point down just a little bit there, and this is how we construct the knees. If this point's here, then that point's going to be down just a little bit, depending. That's considering this point right here is correct, which I think it is, because if I bring this up any higher, it's going to make that leg look too short. So this is how, using inside information, we can deduct whether the larger shape is accurate or not. We can deduce. Sign language for deduce is actually accurate. Love Barbie movies as a child. Shakari said that. Good. I was worried that QFX said that. We talking Annie or real life? Scrolling up. Just going to Robin Hood, Cinderella, and Ms. Rabelais. Heidi. Peter Pan was based on a real story. It's a bunch of kids staring, blah, blah, blah. You guys ever look at the real story behind Peter Pan? It's kind of messed up. Still Peter Pan. Interesting. They have everything covered with anime. Barbie movies were like cheap, girly versions of Disney movies. Bro is huffing and puffing. I think you are projecting your own sounds into the stream because you are overexerting yourself while eating Doritos and having to peel them with all your might off the couch because they've been sitting there plastered into your organic couch. It became organic because you sit on it so much. They were plastered there over the course of the week, and now you just discovered them. You're peeling them out. It's causing a lot of energy. The Howl Beast is huffing, puffing, projects it on me. It's exactly what happened. Huffing, puffing. Covered that. Japan Mode, a show about every classic story out there, and they are really popular in Arabic. Wow, look at that. I deduced that model is a gymnast. This one? Who knows? She could be anything. this hip pops out just a little bit. Kind of like hows pop out several feet in multiple different directions. It's actually very dangerous, concerning for most people, but just pop that out, just give it a little bit of flesh. That was too much. That was too much. Now it looks all puffy. You puffed it. There we go, bring it in some. And then take that out. It's not quite right, but we'll get it. The Howl Beast. The Howl Beast is awoken. There's supposed to be a gap. This one. Or this one. Let's see what y'all see. Did I put a gap? You see a gap there. You might be right. My eye's getting a little bit old. That angle's off anyway. Fix something. 4 o'clock. Okay. Ooh. Let's go up to the head. Yeah, that's so wrong. Teeth are super hard to paint. The forearms. Teeth aren't hard if you don't look at them as teeth, just shapes and colors. You're not a woman, or what's the junk in your trunk? Every time I read chat, it's just the dumbest stuff. Pushes because they look shit and they were even a beauty standard. Soften this. And then let's get the shape of the neck back. I lost the form on the neck. Me? Am I making weird sounds when I'm like drawing again? Y'all hear him panting, right? Am I panting? Bro chose between the short bus and the struggle bus. QFX. What? I'm so much more mature than all of you. All you do is make fun of me. Dang it. I don't want to hear it. Here, maybe about there. Houses for the soul. How does he draw with one hand so well? Well, lots of practice. I've been drawing for a pretty long time. I just started drawing a week ago, so. You just have to believe in yourself. So when I'm doing this detail, it's not really detail. I'm still trying to figure out the big shapes of everything, right? I'm trying, like when I'm doing this, I'm like, okay, maybe that trapezius, that muscle right there is too high. And so I'll look at this piece right there, look at this whole shape, and I'll also look at the negative space here, which is why I'm starting to put the background in. Let me shade this in. But yeah. So again, I'm shading it in very light so that I can erase it. All of this, like if I went with one swipe, it would erase very easily. So you don't want to fight your own technique, right? So I've kept this very malleable, very loose. I'm not sure if somebody was knocking. I've kept it very, very easy to correct, right? Because obviously I've been correcting a lot of things, and some days it's like, some days you get the drawing, you nail it. Other days it takes a while to get the drawing. But these are great for practice, right? It makes you better. And so that's like every time I draw, I get better at painting. So every time I can tell, I can feel it in my painting. Throw in a good groan, see if it goes up. So should I try fixing that last painting? Can it be fixed, or should I toss it? No, you can fix it. I told you what to do to fix it. You have to squint down and darken the midtones, darken the shadows to make the light pop, and then designate a highlight. You need to learn how to key your drawing up. That's drawing, but in painting. So I would definitely stick with it. Am I really gasping? Am I wheezing? Detail some of her shapes bigger if you don't mind. I will. I'll get to that. I'll get to it. Actually, the head needs to get a little bit larger. Just a little bit. I think it does. It does. It needs to get larger. We'll bring it up some. So let's do that. Let's bring this up just a little bit. So, like, you know, when you're drawing into shadow, sometimes we'll make it very dark so we can see the lines, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep it light. You want to control that, because otherwise you'll scar the paper. And then when you erase, you get darker and darker and darker, and then you can't erase it anymore. So that's one of the things. See? Now it's like bringing the cheek out in the forehead. I'm not bringing it out that much, sculpting it with eraser, but like if you think of a scale drawing this small, like that made a huge difference, right? It added on just enough. And so what I'm doing, I'm working those small details, but I'm looking at this overall shape to get the head shape, and then we can correct the angles and such, because it is like a little bit messed up here, but like subtle shifts will fix that. Like subtlety and lines and stuff. You just have to be very delicate with your touch. But I mean, the key to drawing is looking and seeing the whole shape all at once, being able to do that, compare everything to each other, and you know, it's just how it is. Okay, let's try this. There. This comes up some. And then we clean it. Always clean. We have to clean the drawing. Clean it up. It's looking better. It's looking better. And then bring this line up some. And then this piece from the cheek going up, the tip of the nose should be going up here, which makes sense. So I brought it up some. The shadow shapes, that's a eyebrow, just to get the forehead. And again, we constantly fix, but we're working now with shadow shapes as well as lines, which is helpful. Sinus infection? Who? Me? Getting red in the face? Need to call 911? Do I really look that bad? Detail some of her shapes bigger if you don't mind. We read that a few months ago. I smelled something for months everywhere I went. Now it's gone. Every now and then. Didn't have any other symptoms. QFX, why? Too much work. For the nose sake. There's your upper lip. Let's bring this down. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, see if that does anything. Let's go to the feet. Victor, what's up? I digitally I have. I don't really. I have. I've done streams where I do. I've was doing on Photoshop, and then I've, you know, did some on Krita, and then was it Krita? But also Rebel. Just recently got Rebel, but haven't done much recently with it. It was a hacked version, and I don't really like that I did the hack version. So I just, but it's also, I don't know. I don't like their whole setup anyway. Adobe's pissed me off. I remember a long time ago, like I think you could buy it, and then they put it on a sub, right? They made it like you have to pay a sub for it. So. This goes there. Wow, let's see some fishy website. All right, Grasshopper, thanks for being here. I'll see you later. Oh, that was not good. Hmm. Next day at work, the corporate golfers come back all gung-ho, making people listen to their emails in random ways. We can improve everything. Simple stuff, but it is none of the fancy filter stuff Photoshop has. What do you tell someone who's what would you tell someone who's drawing now? If they're trying to draw like this, you want to keep the drawing light and keep it at the blocking stage for as long as you can. Not necessarily to make the drawing the best that it can be, but to get the practice of changing big shapes and lines so that you can see the lines, you know, and learn the process. And I would buy the Charles Barg drawing course book and go by those principles, because that's how I was trained. Obviously, there's good ways of drawing that aren't that. That's what I know, so I always recommend it. But if you're going to, that's too thin. If you're going to draw, you want to choose one method and stick with it. You don't want to do like 5 at one time, because you'll confuse yourself. But yeah, that would be it, essentially. It's overmodeled. And I would say join our Discord, because there's a lot of solid information that these idiots post all the time. We're in chat. And I'll also look at your work, and I'll, you know, give you advice and such, as, you know, help you guys. That's why I'm doing it. So these, like, you're seeing these small angles. I can't do those if I don't know how to draw the large angles. If I can't see a large angle, the subtle ones are going to be very difficult to draw, right? They're going to be very difficult to draw. So don't, like, when people first start drawing, I did this. We want to go in and make it look like it, right? Because that's the end goal. The objective is make it look like it. Make it look exactly like you're drawing. And so we go in, we start shading, we do these things, but then we lock it in. We can't change it because we've darkened it, right? And that's what we don't want to do. So we learn to keep the technique light and simple. And it's hard. It's very hard to do, but always stick with it, and you'll face discouragement and all sorts of stuff along the way, and you learn to get past that. And that's drawing. You have to get past it. A lot of people quit right before, maybe, and they don't even know it, right before they're about to make a breakthrough. And that was almost me. It's been a while since I've explained that story. Maybe I will. Not today, but I almost quit at one point. Because it was so difficult what we're trying to do, and I was discouraged. Despair. Lots of despair. Sometimes you don't know what to do or where to go, right? It can be hard. But every artist, I guarantee you, every artist has gone through it. But they've come out. They've continued on. Like the successful ones, right? Something about this is not working. I know that doesn't look good. Back off. Let's get that other foot in. What's going bad? Bad, bad. You're pretty close to your breakthrough, Gudetti. I can feel it. And I don't know. Let's see. I mean, this is. And sometimes you go backwards. And I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes you go backwards with work, right? And it's frustrating. It can be very it can be very frustrating. QFX, yes, it is like Arena. I know you're about to say it. All right, so this piece, you see this? We were here before, but we've been working all around this point here. Should be going to that straight across. It is good because I actually measured this. 1, 2. So you gotta compare points all over the map. Here, this point. So I'm gonna look at this whole shape, not just draw like all the details and work my way down, but get the big shape first. Focus on that. What angle is this? Something like that, I guess. And then it breaks like that. It breaks pretty much halfway through. There. Something like that. Sooner you accept that others will always beat you down, the sooner you can start progressing in spite of the bullcrap you hear. I heard pumping up some things will bring a breakthrough. Pumping up. He wants the boobs bigger. Siri, stop. Always picks me. Siri, clear the iPhone thing, whatever it is here. Just turn her off. Okay. The Thursday class going with the new Peeps model. Good. We're losing one of our models though, which sucks. Yeah, but it's going well or good. Good. Well, good. He's drawing some swollen chick who's like jacked. I mean, she's big. So I guess that's better, right? He is so funny. Oh man. The problem, he gets jacked up on politics, and that's one of the things that I stop in the class because you don't want to get into those arguments. It's just not the place for it. But he gets very enthusiastic, let's just say that. So I have to put the hammer down with that sometimes. I have to stop him. But he is funny. He is funny. Yeah, he did. He did. I was very angry at him over that. And I told him if that happens again, he's out. That was a while ago. So, yeah. It's okay. People make mistakes. It's okay. I make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. Actually, I never make mistakes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go back and edit that out. It had me on documenting myself saying that. It goes against everything that I stand for. That's not right. So it's everything I stand for. Let's put this hand in really quick. Really quick. It'll be like 30 minutes later. I'll be like, oh, let's cut it. Oh, I messed up. He slammed it. He slammed it. And then I went out. I threw my pencil. Terry tried to hold me back, but I was already out the door. I was really angry. I threw my pencil on the ground, went after him, and I was just like, you. And like, But we worked it out. We worked it out. This was a long time ago. A year ago. Which is a long time ago. It's okay. It's whatever. Excuse me. Let's work on the tits. No, I didn't make him pay. Maybe I should have. But I repaired it anyway. All I had to do was just caulk it. And I had some, so. Accidentally getting pregnant and having twins. Men need to yell at each other and break things. This is how they bond and pursue friendship. How does a door even break from slamming it? Testosterone does that to you. It's kind of course, kind of a curse. The door, it's like a door with glass going down the center, but fortunately there were still like, I don't know what it's called, but you know, it has it's not just straight glass. It actually has something to prevent it from like shattering out. It has the crisscrossing like strings or something going through it. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it slammed so hard that it fortunately didn't break the glass, but it jolted it loose so that like it still stayed in. The whole thing did not come out, but he has a lot of stuff on his mind. And he's his own worst enemy with this stuff because it's like he'll read. He's very educated and he reads a lot, but he reads stuff that works him up. And I've been trying to get him to draw more. Because that's one of the things that, like, you know, it's. I think he needs more practice drawing, but it'd also be more calming for him and he'd feel better about himself. But you can't force people to do this. They have to kind of do it themselves, right? And the man is, like, you know, much older than me. So, I you know, what am I going to do? This piece is off. Comes over. And then I got that angle incorrect. That's why this it looked too much. Like, it looked like it was going to the side too much. He's a very intense person, right? And fortunately, I'm relatively good at dealing with people like that. But it can be problematic. Uh, Good one, QFX. To just have a year on you. Just roast this. Should be there. So, like I said, I'm like, okay, I might be doing a charcoal of this. I didn't just start with the charcoal for good reason. This is a study for me. I'm trying to not just keep in practice. This is a study. Working out things. I'm like studying the anatomy, seeing what makes sense, if it doesn't. Because I've never done a AI nude before. I said I was working on the tits. And so, yeah, this is what we got to do. I don't know. I didn't finish my thought. It doesn't matter though. Oh yeah, this is a study, so I'll take that. If I want to do the charcoal, I'll take this knowledge into charcoal, right? And that way, like, I should be able to get the charcoal drawing done more efficiently, quicker that way. Right, this is how you want to go about it. So if y'all are thinking of doing a charcoal drawing or whatever, because I have never done a charcoal nude on stream. In fact, I have not done a charcoal nude since I left the Florence Academy. So we'll see what I can do. I mean, I've only been gone from the school like, a couple of years, not long. Hasn't been long. You know, you could have picked one of those blessed Scandinavians. Boring posted, but you had to go with that flat one. Flat, boring BP, yeah. QFX flat is beautiful too, but won't it be hard to go over with pencil, with charcoal? If I go coal over pencil, that shit always looks way too dark, if that makes you sleep better. I'm not, no, I would do a separate drawing, and it would be a larger drawing. What the hell happened here? I would use a bigger sheet of paper and do a full scale. Like this is pencil sketch paper, so. Oh my gosh, this angle's wrong. Dumb. Face. Do the face, shall we? Yes, we do the face. Damn it. Miss Piggy. Corey Shaw, what's up? This woman is standing on a platform. It's pencil drawing paper. Oh, really? Did he? Which Discord? This one? Get back into that. I feel it. Of course. I cleaned the reference photo section up. No, no, no. Not there. There was nothing. He's been doing PvE more. He's just there's no drama at all there from his part. He's like the least prone to drama. You won't find it coming from him. That. Yeah, no, he's totally cool. Totally cool. He's just less interested to talk about the game, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, he's, I don't know, he's just doing his thing. You know, sometimes they used to play all the time, like the same thing every night. It was just a lot. I think it's fun until it's not. You get tired of it, and then you do something else. Simple as that. I'm gonna have to go and get the old man in a little bit. Probably should end the stream within the next couple minutes, guys. But this is good. It feels good to do this type of drawing. I've been kind of putting off the house painting. I worked on it some today off stream. I just hate doing it on stream. It's just such a... I don't find that type of work fun. All right, but I did some of it today. Davi, what's up? It's been a while. There's some AWC stuff going on now. Do you watch that? We should play The Sims. I've never played The Sims before. I don't watch the AWC, no. I wonder if Zerx does. I don't know. He keeps up with that stuff more than I do. Mm-hmm. Neon reference looks flat. Yeah, like this one. There's some things about it, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, but QFX, you're talking about like the top players in the game. You can't go off that. They're doing things that most people don't know how to do. You know not to judge it off that. Davi. Fix this piece. Well, what did I say? I was going to put the hand in real quick, remember? And then I said I probably would say that, and then 30 minutes later I'd still be working on it, except I didn't work on it. It's still not in there. That was a while ago, too. It's pretty funny. Davi, I'll see ya. Take care. Brain-wise, it's kind of nuts how important the right class is now for random Q. If your class is bad, mana regen, you're gonna be really soon compared to a class that has good mana regen. Guys, I have got to get going. Sorry, I gotta go. Don't despair, QFX. You don't even play. You don't know. You watch these streamers who are the top rated players. I might apply to them, but it's not the rest of the game. There's a lot of variety. Seen some crazy stuff. This is not bad. The face is bad. Face is messed up, but it's alright. It's not bad for one session. So I'll think of what I'm going to do with this. It's a very good study. I'm pleased with it. Very pleased. this area is not quite working yet. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Y'all are awesome. I will be back this week. All right. I'll see you guys.